Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys had a great day. I worked this morning. I got up at 3 a.m., got to work by 4, worked till 9:45, got home, and I have been knee deep in cows all day. So it has been super fun. I love all of the projects for our damsel design team. And I prepped everything today. I really wanted to get my video done, but I looked up at the clock and it said it was 3:30, and I was like, oh, I have to get in the house. I need to make dinner. I need to take a shower. I need to get cleaned up. And I did all of that. And then I put my pajamas on. I was like, I am not going to put clothes on to come out and do my Facebook Live. I'm just going to wear my jammies. I will tell you, I did take my bathrobe off, but it is sitting beside me so I can put it back on when I walk into the house because it's a little chilly here in Arizona. I know nothing compared to everybody else, but it is definitely cold for us. And it's been super rainy. So the rain is amazing, but I hate all of the weeds now that are popping up everywhere. And it's going to take me a long time to do our yard once the rain stops. I think it's supposed to rain again on Saturday. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out and spray the weeds tomorrow. I might have to wait till next week. And then I think it's supposed to rain again. So it's just a never ending battle. So if you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. Today's card is kind of along the lines of the cows. I didn't use the cow itself, but I used another image that is in there. Since I was playing with it all day today, I was like, what else could I make with this cow set? So I have an alternative project if you got the class to go. Hopefully it will be in the mail before the 15th. Actually, I know it will be in the mail before the 15th. Hopefully I get it in the mail by Saturday. So super excited for that, and check for your email tomorrow. I am going to do another video showing you some of the pieces that you get in the set, and I do have a couple extra. So if anybody is interested, you can still get the cow deal. So let's point you over. Good evening, Jane. Good evening, Darlene. Let me point you over. I came out a little bit earlier than usual this evening, um, and I got cleaning my craft room. It's a hot mess in there from working, and I forgot to turn my iPad on. So let me do that really quick. And I think we are good to go. Yep, there we are. Okay, so here is the cow bundle. Let me open it. There's nothing in it. Only the image that we're using tonight is on the block beside me because they're all on blocks in the craft room for me to do my class. So here is on page 53 of your mini catalog. This is the cutest cow bundle, and it is definitely the cutest cow. Love it. Any cow is cute, honestly. And then on page 52 is the submarine. So if there's anything that has a punch, you can assure you that I am going to get it. I love punches, and that's what drew me to this guy as well. So fun, so cute, and you guys are going to absolutely love all of the projects in that kit. So if you ordered it, I'm not going to give anything away in the videos, I promise, because I want everything to be a surprise. But I wanted to bring in the cutest cow set for tonight's live. And I didn't realize I was going to do this, but I am doing a product focus for the week on the Heartfelt Hello and the Sunny Days Designer Series paper. It just happened to work out that way. I honestly did not plan it, but I used this Designer Series paper in Tuesday's card class as well. And it was so much fun. It's so beautiful. I love all of the bright and beautiful colors. We're actually using this butterfly paper for tonight's card. And if you saw my post earlier today, and I did go way crazy on layering, but I couldn't help it. It was so cute. So let me just bring in what we did on Tuesday's live using the same paper. So this is what we created. And I'm going to show you an alternative with a different stamp sets. Actually, we're using the sentiments from the Heartfelt Hellos. So that's what we did on Tuesday. Let me bring in what we're going to be doing today. So enjoy your day. Do you remember on Tuesday that this sentiment wouldn't fit in this little piece? And I'm finally able to use it because I made it fit on this one. So there's lots and lots of layers, but I think it is so bright and cheery. And it could be really anything. It could be a birthday, it could be a thank you, thinking of you. And on the inside, you have your piece to write. And I usually don't do my cards opening this way, but I felt this one needed it. So what are you going to need for cardstock? We're going to need a little bit. So this is crushed curry, and it measures 4¼ by 11, and I scored it right in half at 5½. So you're going to take this, line up your edges, give this a good crease, and I have a piece of our basic white, and it's 4 by 5¼ This piece is going to go on the inside, and I don't know why I flipped it over because it's the same on both sides, but I do that all the time. And we are not going to fight with that glue, even though I know there's glue in there. We're just going to get another one, and hopefully I don't fight with this one either. If not, third one's a charm, and there's a third one sitting in front of me. Oh, there we go. It's starting to come out. So there. This is going to get glued on the inside. And I didn't even think you could actually stamp the flowers on the inside in color as well. I should have done that. So there's our card base. We have a piece of Berry Burst and crushed curry. Who would have thought that those two colors would have gone together? But they are today. So this is 4 by 5¼ We're going to layer this right on top of our card base. Usually I don't do my cards like this, but this one is kind of super easy, so I figured why not? This is the designer series paper. You have the strawberries on one side or the butterflies on the other. I am going to use the butterflies. So we're going to glue this piece down. And that was 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. Sorry, I don't know if I said that. So there is our card so far. I did bring in 3 of the deckled circle dies. Let me bring those in. I kept the 3 sizes out that I used. So this would be the 4th smallest, the 4th, 5th, and 6th smallest. And I cut the 4th one out in the basic whites, the 5th one out in crushed curry, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. The 6th one in Berry Burst. So those are the circles that I used. I forgot where I was counting. So let's start with this guy. I'm going to bring in these super cute flowers. Actually, I think they are sunflowers, I think, but I don't know. I totally could be wrong. So I'm going to ink up in Memento ink, and I'm just going to stamp this right in the center. There we go. We are going to do one more stamping, but we're going to color this first. I brought in 3 of my blender pens, and these are all the dark versions. So I have dark Daffodil Delight, dark Granny Apple Green, and dark Berry Burst. So I'm going to start with the Daffodil Delight, and we're going to put 2 of these cards together, but we're only going to sit and color one of them. I already colored the other one. So I'm just going to color the inside with the Daffodil Delight. And I might need to sit down to color the rest of them because they are itty bitty, not really itty bitty, but it's going to take me really concentrating because usually when I'm coloring at my desk, I'm not that far away from it. But my Facebook Live table, I'm definitely farther away. So I'm actually just leaning over. I'm not sitting down. So hopefully my noggin isn't in the camera. And I just looked over at my iPad and it wasn't. So we're good. I can't color and turn my head at the same time. So I'm just going to color the leaves in the Granny Apple Green. You could do the light versions of these and then go in and highlight. I just felt they were kind of tiny and it might get lost. So that's why I just went ahead and went with the darker versions. So almost done with the leaves, even though they look like hearts. Every time I've colored one of these, and trust me when I tell you, I've colored a lot of these bad boys, it reminds me of little hearts. So if I have sat and colored a ton of these, it's really not that hard. So then I'm going to take the dark berry burst. This is probably the most tedious because they are super tiny. But the nice thing about our blender pens is you kind of just touch it and it bleeds and blends, but it doesn't go over the memento. I don't know, I'm sure it has to do with the person coloring. If they go out of the line, it obviously would. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. So it's not hard. It's just a little tedious. And sometimes a little tedious is what we need. So just going to finish coloring these guys. At least we're not going to fussy cut this out. And yes, I have fussy cut a lot of these. That was tedious. Fun, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But it was definitely a moment, I won't lie. But I didn't have to fussy cut 100, just like 40. It does take you all day, but I actually just sit in the front of the TV, or Bo and I, when we went to the doctor's for our hand last Friday, I took stuff and I just sit in the waiting room and just tie bows or color. So there you go. So it really wasn't tragic. So now we're going to layer these three pieces together. So grab your adhesive of choice. I love Tombow. It's a love-hate relationship. I love it. Some people hate it. I'm going to grab some dimensionals and I am going to flip the circle over because I think there is a right and a wrong way for when you die cut something. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. And if you notice, I glued the basic white piece down first and set it aside. Sometimes I feel like when you flip it over right away, it kind of moves a little bit. So I feel like if you just let it sit for a hot second, it will attach better. And then you're not gonna worry about it sliding on you. So this is gonna go on the inside. Just make sure they're as straight as possible. And now we are going to work with our little layering pieces. And I actually don't think I cut the white pieces, the basic white pieces. So good thing I have my trimmer really close to me. And I even came out early and I didn't even realize that I hadn't cut that. It's okay, it's an easy fix. So this is going to be cut at 3 3/4 by 2. So I'm just going to cut this at 3 3/4 first, just because it's a long piece. And then I'm just going to come in and I'm going to start at 6, just so I can work my way down. So then there's 4 and then 2. So now we have all of the pieces and one extra in case I mess up. We'll set those aside. We'll bring this in, and I'm going to bring in my berry burst and enjoy your day. So this is a really tight squeeze. So I might actually did good by cutting an extra one. I'm just going to scooch it up a hair when I think it's in the right spot. And then I'm going to, well, it would have worked, but that was definitely off. Okay, I might have to pull it down so I can see it. It does fit, I promise. This is the same size. There we go. I just had to pull it down a little bit so I could see under it. So enjoy your day. I'm going to lift this up and we're going to layer it onto the crushed curry. There we go. Now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the berry burst. Scooch that over a little bit. This is going to go right at the bottom. And then I'm going to glue this piece down. So there we go. You could really add some gems if you wanted to, but I didn't want to go too crazy because it was already super busy and super bright with all of these colors. But isn't it cute? It literally is going to put a smile on somebody's face. Okay, this one's already colored. I just wanted to do one from start to finish with you, but we'll just quickly put this last one together. So all the measurements are in before I went live. Good evening, Martine. Welcome. I just looked over and saw that you said hi. All the measurements are in before I went live. I typed them in and I go over them in the beginning. So if you're just logging on, you can go back to the beginning and get all the measurements. It's a super quick card besides the coloring. But it's a different way to be able to use the Cutest Cal sets. So I know a few of you guys got the bundle with my class to go, so you will be able to make all of these cards. There we go. So now we are just going to layer all of our pieces together. There's that. I'm going to flip this guy over. Put a dimensional in the center because we don't want anything sagging. And then I'm going to put a couple around just so it doesn't lose its shape. This is going to go up top. Pick up this. Put that right in the center. And let's see if I can stamp this a little bit better. That's why there's two sides to every page. So what I was getting at in the beginning, you can see that there's extra at the bottom and the top. So if you get it to where you think it's the perfect spot to stamp, scooch it up a hair. That's how I got it to fit that spot. But it's kind of hard because I have my camera right above my head. So I can't really, well, that's actually not too tragic. I can't really get over. I'm going to flip it over to see if I can do it a little bit better. I can't really get over my camera to see exactly where I'm stamping. So it's not, I think I'm going to stick with that side. But it does fit, even though it's super tiny, I promise. So we're going to put this in the center. And then let's glue this, or put dimensionals on the back. It's just right there. And then add some more adhesive. There we go. I think we might have a couple minutes, so I am going to open this up, and I have a piece of just scrap basic white sitting here. I'm going to put this right tucked at the bottom because I want to do what I said in the beginning. I might not color all of it, but I think this might look super cute. Just tucked right in the corner. I actually think that it's going to look really cute. Let's see how quick I can color this. So there's not many leaves, and you don't have to worry, it's not going to bleed through both pieces of your cardstock. I would definitely do this before I glued it in, but if you forget, it's not tragic. It's not going to bleed through. Do the insides. And we don't have crushed curry. This is the Daffodil Delight is the darkest yellow we have. So you could put happy birthday on the inside. You could do this as a congratulations card, retirement card. Really, this card could be anything, anything you need it to be. One of my daughters loves sunflowers, so maybe I'll send this to her. If they are indeed sunflowers. Somebody tell me if they're not. I think they are, but who knows? Okay, last grouping of petals. And then we have done the inside, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I think I'm super glad we did. Okay. And you could be a little bit extra and add some Wink Stella to it if you wanted to. So possibilities are endless. Play with it, do with it what you want, make it your card. But I thought it was so bright and beautiful and cheery and just absolutely fun. So enjoy your guys' day. Enjoy tomorrow, enjoy the next day. Exactly what it says. Enjoy your day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, haha, kind of funny, huh? Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's Facebook Live. I will be back on Tuesday to do another fun project. I don't know what we're going to be doing yet, but I'm sure it's going to be super fun and super cute. Anyways, if you need any help with anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see everybody on Tuesday. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye.